This I thought was this year I read a lot of the new number ones this week. There was a ton of them. It was like the biggest week. There was like 12 number one books. Dead Rabbit I thought was the best out of the bunch.
I tend to pick up number ones just to see if I want to get into a series.
This I got nothing to say. You either like it or you don't. I've never been a Max fan. I'm not a Sam Keith art fan. So so it didn't come home. Yeah, people either like it or they hate it. It's a
first issue, so I'll give it a go and see if I want to continue. They got real fancy with the foil on the new Batman one.
Yeah, they did. They're doing a bunch of foils on a bunch of the books this week.
The Green Arrow one was there too, and the WWE books. Thank you for getting me those.
No problem. $31.50, please.
Thought I was going to spend less than 20. So you waking up at 5 a.m. on Saturday for the WWE pay-per-view?
Not at all. I wouldn't wake up 5 a.m. for sex, okay? It's just not going to happen.
They keep pitching that all week, the last 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, catch the pay-per-view this week. I'm like, it's a glorified house show at 5 a.m. in the morning.
I'll watch it Saturday night. I'll watch it like Saturday night or Sunday night sometime, It's
I'm not expecting much out of it. Triple H versus Undertaker is still one of those, like, I'm not as pumped as I think WWE is trying to make everyone pumped as.
Right.
I was like, Undertaker needs to retire. He needs to. Yeah. I love him. He just in ring he can't really. Yeah, right.
No, it's time for him to go. I'm a huge Undertaker fan, but I don't. I don't really want to see him wrestle anymore. It's and it's funny because there's people that are older than him that are still out there doing it and putting. But he's just broken. I mean, Undertaker's only like 52.
Yeah, but he looks.
Yeah, and
he looks like he's 80.
Oh yeah, the guy seems like he can barely walk, barely move. So. This is just going to set up for the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah, which I was hearing is bringing back Shawn Michaels too out of retirement. So Undertaker had such a perfect ending for him too, with the WrestleMania, him putting his hat and the thing in the ring and then walking off at the end of Mania. I thought that was the perfect ending. I was like, you end it right there. You're good. And he comes back for a few more matches, and it's like, it's one of those WWE, when you retire, you don't actually retire, you're just gone for a few years.
Right.
I thought Shawn Michaels, he retired, I thought that was going to stick. I was like, okay, so he's
stuck until this.
He's really gone, and they're like, he's coming back. It's like, all right, I get it's a draw, but...
I'm looking forward to the 6-man tag team match. I mean, anything with... right now, pretty much anything with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre and, and...
Braun.
Oh, not Braun, but the other...
The Shields.
Yeah, the Shield stuff. They've been stealing the show. Those combinations of him, Dean Ambrose, Rollins, Ambrose, or the other two clowns, they've been the best shows on all the the best matches of the pay-per-views, the best matches on Raw. So I'm looking for that. It'll probably be the best match of the night.
I'm still not 100% sold on the Shield. Like, I like the Shield. I just think sometimes they use it a little too much.
Yeah.
Where and again, it feels like they're just trying to get Roman Reigns over.
Right.
Although I am intrigued if Dean Ambrose turns on them.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been hinting sort of toward that.
Yeah. Last night or Monday night show.
Yeah.
It was definitely brought more into the forefront. So yeah, you never know. We'll see.
Yeah. I'll catch it Saturday night. There's no way.
There's really nothing that's worth waking up 5 a.m. for.
Nope, not on a Saturday too.
Yeah,
work all week. It's like, no, I'm staying in bed all morning.
Yeah, I actually can't think of anything to get up at 5 a.m. for. I was pissed when we were going to Vegas on a honeymoon that we had to get up at 3 to go to the airport. I go, this is bullshit. Why don't we have later? Why don't we have later tickets? This is crap. To
avoid the lines.
Right.
Actually, the airport's the only time I'd wake up, because when we went to Chicago, it was a 6 a.m. flight. Because didn't want to have to deal with security and all that.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I wake up at 3 to go to like an airport or something like that. But other than that,
it's good. I'm a night guy, so I'm up almost night and I'll sleep till like 9 a.m. It's if it's before. So if it's like you gotta get up for 6 something, no, we don't.
Oh, yeah, the show is awesome, by the way. My sister caught me on it. She got me watching that. So it had me coming in a lot more.
Your sister wasn't preaching anything. Yeah, she was just like, hey, this is what I like. Yeah. There was nothing in there that she was telling you people have to like this. Yeah, there was nothing like that. And I just thought the abuse she got was just awful.
I think even some people in the comment section were saying how, like, they can't stand social justice warriors, but it seems like she's the person you can talk to. And it's like, she wasn't like saying this must happen, let's destroy everything. It's like, no, this is what she liked, and
I'm not in charge of the site. Phil is. Phil just banned a couple people from talking, and it stopped it. You know, it's because Phil at one point goes, "Hey, enough's enough, knock it off," and one guy just kept on going on, and Phil just stopped him from being able to make comments, and then it pretty much stopped. You know, because you know, once he went, someone would argue with him, then someone would argue with that guy, and it just became a pissing contest.
I'm looking at the comment sections, and for usually usually your comment section is really good.
Yeah,
like it's like the people who love comics and love this show and everything.
At first, they hated Glenn.
Yeah, I don't think they got the sense of humor that I have. They hated me because I was ragging on Phil, or I was ragging on Corey, whatever, not realizing I've known these guys for 25 years.
Yeah.
So there's a certain amount of ball busting that we can do with each other, and it's
that once it gets on camera, people see it differently.
Right. People don't know us. Automatically assume, oh, how could you treat this guy like this? Yeah, like I'm gonna treat some guy that just walked into my store like that. You know, it's
exactly.
Are you that dumb that would think that someone would do that? It's no, I've known this guy forever, so we bust each other all the time.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I don't think people got it. People didn't get the joke, and they just didn't get the sense of humor.
You're starting to get your regulars, and I think it weeded out some of those.
Yeah.
Some of the people who just came on was like, oh, this is crap. They weren't gonna like it anyway.
Right. Because there are people who just like to watch things because they hate it. Yeah, you know. And what sort of a life are you leading there? Where it's like, oh man, I hate this show. I want to spend, whether it's a TV show or a movie. I hate this TV show, but I'm going to watch it because I want to complain. I'll complain about some of the books, but some of these things I have to read.
Yeah.
There's some shit I can't read. I don't like it at all. Uh-huh. But there's some stuff that I read just because I want to still know what's going on. People ask me, hey, can you tell me a little about this book? I can at least give them an idea of what the book's about or what's going on.
Yeah, knowing your product to help.
Right, but when we're taping the show, people say, hey, what do you think of this? If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. I think it's trash or whatever. It's some people don't like that. Oh, you always complain about this, complain about that. It's only because I was asked. If someone didn't ask me, I wouldn't even talk about it because I don't like wasting my time. Wasting my time just hating on something. Like, oh, I was watching this because I was hate watching it. What does that mean? Basically, you like wasting your time. When there's something on TV or something that I'm watching that I like, I stop watching it.
Yeah. Even though they're going into the movie hating it or going into something hating it.
Right.
Like the new Venom movie. I saw the trailer. I was like, it doesn't look that great. I'm not going to go see it. And then moving on. So same thing with Han Solo, big Star Wars fan. It's just the trailer didn't interest me.
I looked at the trailer and says that looked good. So for me,
for Solo or Venom?
For Solo.
Oh, okay.
Right, for Solo, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I haven't seen it yet. It's now on DVD. I'll be able to watch it, but I didn't go to the movies to see it. I don't go to the movies often. I go maybe three or four times a year, if that.
I'm the same way. It takes a lot to get me to a movie theater because I like watching it at home in kind of my own environment.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Even watching it with friends, that's great. But when you go, every time I go to a theater, it's a bad experience for some reason. It's always like someone like talking through the movie, or someone always that one person in front of you using their cell phone the whole time. And you're just like.
Hello.
You don't need the clowns around you.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's a lot of reasons why I don't go to the movies anymore. I've been lucky this summer where I've gone to a few, but I went on a Tuesday afternoon, 2:00, and there's 5 people in the theater, and most of those people are there because they want to get away from all the other yahoos. So it's.
I did that with Deadpool too.
Yeah.
I went I think I had a day off, and I just went to a morning showing. There was 3 other people in the theater, and it was amazing.
I like to just watch them at my house. Yeah. I like to put it in when I want to put it in. I don't like to say, oh, I have to be there for 3:30 to see this movie or 7:30. There's a time. Nope. Me, it's like, hey, I'm in the mood to watch Deadpool now. Okay, let's watch it. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you have to plan to go see it. No, you just do it when you feel like doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, I have just trouble when people are telling me, no, you have to see it at this time. We're telling you at that. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, it's
you just want to see it when you want to see it. I think Infinity War was one of them that I we pre-bought it. But again, it's the group of friends we have. Most of my friends work in different cities, so it's the other side of that is, hey, we're going to the movie at 7:30, so everyone plans for it. Because it's hard to go, hey, we're gonna go see a movie now, and everyone's like,
Oh yeah, no, right. If you're going with a group of people, we used to have comic book palace field trips to the movies.
Everybody on? Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
There'd be like 10 to 15 of us would go and would say, hey, all right, next Tuesday night, we're going to go see this comic book movie come out. Whoever shows up goes and we'd go.
And these days, movies, they go from theater to digital now in a month or two.
Yeah.
I think Infinity War was out, did it come out in March or was it March? And then it was out in digital to watch at home.
Because there was one movie I went and saw this year where I'd already seen the ads. You could get it on digital. You could get it on pay-per-view. And it was still at the movie theaters. And I went to the movies still to go see it. You know, I don't remember. I thought it was Infinity War. It could have been Jumanji for I don't know. I went and saw Jumanji too. So.
I actually like the remake.
I did too. Yep.
I haven't seen the second one. I haven't gotten around to that. It'll happen, but I still need to see Ant-Man too. I haven't
seen Ant-Man
yet either.
Yep, I haven't seen Ant-Man.
So now I'm getting into the whole books the past couple months, and that's my free time.
Yeah.
It's sitting at home and just catching up. I think I still have like 100 books to catch up.
Wow. I rolled out of bed around 9:30 yesterday and just pretty much read comics all the way until my wife got home from work at 3:30, and then we went out to dinner, came back home, and I read comics. I read 35 books yesterday. So it was great. I read almost every book that came out this week. Like I said, then there's stuff that will never come home. You know, it's Unbeatable Squirrel Girl will never come home.
I actually have never heard of that one. So.
You know something? It's okay that you haven't. Okay, it's And I read the first issue, and was looking to gouge my eyes out. After reading it. Hey, buddy.
It's evolved. I've only started with a couple of series, and like I said, in 2 months, it just branched out. It's there's a number one here. Let me go check these out, and then it just keeps multiplying.
All the stuff that I start off with is all Image and Dark Horse, and I find that I like a lot of that stuff more than I like the superhero stuff.
I was about to say that because right now Gideon Falls, Ice Cream Man, Farmhand, and there's one other. Those are the first ones I read when I get them.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get them, and then the superhero stuff always are the ones I push into the back.
And it's not that they're bad,
no.
But these are just so different. They're so different, and it's just a different world, and you're really excited. You're really excited to read. Then you can just and then after that you just fall into your superhero. The same. It's pretty much the same old pretty much all the time. It's.
I don't follow the release schedules. So every time I come in here, I'm so disappointed that a new Gideon Falls hasn't come out because I really want the next one.
Before I had the store, I didn't follow release schedule either. I liked coming into the store and being surprised what came out that week.
Surprised.
That's why they did that. Kirkman did that book Die Die Die. He never even solicited it. The books came in one day. It's like, what the hell is this book? And there was a note with it. It says, "Hey, here we're sending you these. We decided not to solicit. We wanted everyone to be surprised that a book came out, and they did it. So they didn't solicit the first three issues. They just send us X amount, and then it was awesome. It was. So people came in. Hey, what's this new book? They didn't know nothing. No one knew anything about it. It was I think once everyone. You start looking at lists and stuff of what's coming out. It takes the excitement of coming out on the day to look at the rack, because you're already like, I know it's coming out.
Yeah, you already looked on the internet to see every release.
Yeah.
I actually stopped that because it's like I said, it's a nice surprise on the middle of the week.
Right.
Come in Wednesday, you're all excited, and you're all right, what am I reading
today?
I
got my invoice for next week already, so I know everything that's coming out next week. So when I just start pulling the shit out of the boxes, I knew it was coming. But there's some issues that you're reading that you're excited, oh good, you look at good, Gideon Falls is coming out. You're still looking forward to read it, but I already know it's coming out. It's no longer that excitement of going to the shop. What's coming out now? I know it, and then I pull it out. Yep, okay, this is mine. Yep, this is this is mine.
I was like, that's going to be the downside of the comic book store owners. You don't really get that mystery because you're ordering everything already.
Right. 3 books: Paper Girls, Walking Dead, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Redlands. 4 books. I went to Haverhill High. That was Haverhill High School math. Hey, it was better than the tech. I would have said 2 books. So it was.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Diego.
Comic book time.
Diego is back.
Back in the hizzy.
Yeah, man. Oh shit, we got glossy shit.
I missed a book from you. I missed a book from you this week.
What'd you miss?
Adventures of Super Sons. It's. I don't think it's.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
It's
up
not in here, man. That's disappointment. Bunch of Batman. We got a straggler here. Doomsday Clock, because that's that shit. Hulk, because it's been pretty good. Oh, Scooby. You know, I still haven't read the first trade.
No.
I'm up to number 4 here. Ooh. See Nightwing, because that's where the heart is, right there. Tech. Deathstroke, yo. You don't read Deathstroke, Glenn?
No.
Dude, you sleeping, man. That shit's fly.
Yeah, I was reading it and I was sleeping.
Okay, well, whatever, Mr.
I like Deathstroke. I like Deathstroke as a supporting character when he shows up in a Batman book or he shows up in another book. I just don't like the title on his own.
Have you read the recent shit though with Batman?
No, I haven't.
And
read
Damian and oh, you don't like Damian either though. Yeah, but whatever. I'm done trying to convince you, man. I never succeeded with the Morrison shit. I'm not gonna succeed with this. Hey, I don't know where this came from.
You know what I like with Grant Morrison? Claws.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's that blue Santa Claus motherfucker. He wasn't.
No, that
blue,
was Happy. Happy was the.
Yeah, Happy's the blue rabbit.
The donkey or whatever. Yeah,
that was a TV series.
Yeah, they made it.
I was parroting that shit and I forgot about it.
So you stole it.
I stole everything.
Okay.
Although that $20 fucking AMC shit, fire. So fucking Predators. Oh, the Predator. The new Predator that's out. That shit was good. Everybody hates it, but I like the shit out of it. It had like, have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
For poor people like me, that
$20 thing's great. You can go 3 movies a week if you want for the $20.
3 movies a week, $20 per month.
Yeah, per month. I mean, that's
so you getting
because we were doing my wife was doing the movie pass. It was $10 a month. You could go to any movie you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Then they changed it now to certain days you can only see certain movies.
Yeah,
so we
that's
canceled
why I never bought it.
Well, when it first started, it was great, but they weren't making any money.
Yeah.
Because my brother had it too, and he was going, yeah. I normally wouldn't go to the movies to see this, but since I've already paid $10 for the month, I went to the movies. To see, because what's the worst thing is you go in, you're half an hour in the movie, this movie blows, get up and leave because you paid your $10 already.
Yeah.
If you go to at least 2 movies a month, it pays for itself anyways.
I need to go see one more so I can feel good about it.
Yeah.
I'm watching Venom, which I guess there's a big fucking brouhaha about it sucking.
This is again typical comic people of the big brouhaha. Anything that comes out, it automatically sucks. So
I haven't heard trash about that Joker, the new Joker, even though I'm not digging the clown face. I'm digging everything else. That shit's kind of fire. But I don't know about the whole I'm a clown, just a regular clown makeup situation.
We talked about it in the last episode. The newest episode just came out. We talked about it. So you gotta watch it.
Wow, we're gonna have to edit that bitch out.
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna put this away for a second. Okay. Oh, that's not mine. That's what I meant to say.
I didn't know if you wanted it because it was Batman stuff, and I didn't want you to miss it because I sold out of it. So I wanted you to.
I was never a fan of that Kelly Jones motherfucker.
Neither am I.
Think his neither
am I. Look at his. And
I did like Scarecrow back 2 universes ago.
Yeah.
When he was kind of like a joke, and Bruce would get sprayed with the fucking fear gas and just be like, oh.
I never liked the artwork.
Get over it real quick.
I never liked the artwork when they did
that. Was kind of cool.
I never liked the artwork when the fear gas came out because everything became psychedelic and you couldn't see it. Kelly Jones' Batman is not good either. I mean, look at his pointy ears. I mean, this isn't the reason why it's not as pointy as that because there's no more page to go up. I've seen his ears go on to the next page.
Yeah, dude. Back when was that? 80s, early 90s.
In the 90s,
used to have these huge ears.
Yeah,
made Batman look like
his cape went a half a mile down the road.
Yeah, they worked on that Red Rain shit, right?
Yeah,
that he was the one that drew that, right? It works on that because he's a fucking vampire or whatever the fuck, and somehow the suit becomes his skin or some shit, but not for regular Bruce, man.
So Batman couldn't even come in the store because he'd be dragging his ears on the thing, the way he draws ears.
He looked like a monster. It was more monstrous than it. And
it
would work if it was you remember when they used to do that? Oh, he's Like, this is my perspective of how Batman is. Like, it would work on that, on some shit like that.
Kelly Jones actually did a Venom storyline years ago, too. It was the worst drawn Venom thing I've ever seen, too.
I would have thought it would have led
No, Venom was about 30 feet high. You know, he had his tentacles and shit all hung off, too, just like Batman's ears. Yeah, it was just all overdrawn. Yeah, Kelly Jones is just...
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you can keep Kelly Jones out. Dude, we put out like 30... We put out like, 27 episodes, 28 episodes or whatever. You haven't been in since episode 3.
Because, man, life, bro. You can't just live the life I lead and just be available. You know, like, life gets in the way. Like, you might go to jail. Not that I did. Because I seen some of them comments, like, that guy reminds me of fucking, like, the Dominican dudes in prison.
Yeah.
Like, really? Because they're all in prison just talking comics, right? I wonder what that guy meant.
You're in here all the time. It's just that you never hear what Phil's here. Right. Exactly.
Not that I don't like it. Is that I thought it would be like, like a take on the Killing Joke, like his origin, and that would be him just kind of during his stand-up comedian, except now he's a clown type of thing, and then they would have, I don't know, maybe switch it up. But now you see him kind of stepping out, like in those behind-the-scenes things, you see him stepping out of the train, and that's the joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the gait, the way he walks, and just the look. So I think we might be seeing like Joker without makeup, but still be the Joker, and that's different, you know. You haven't really seen that, and it's supposed to be like a low-budget type of independent-looking movie or feeling movie, even though it has, the might of WB and fucking DC Comics in it and shit. I do like it. I like how he looks. I just wasn't expecting that makeup to be the Joker. I was expecting it to, like at the beginning of the movie, he has this makeup, then the shit happens, and, some kind of perversion of that. As long as he doesn't have scars on the side of his mouth, that's Heath's shit. That's fine, but I don't want to see no more of that bullshit. Like, he did his own thing.
But now
I'm not a fan of the slice mouth shit, and that's the one thing I do like about how they handle Joker. Like, it's always a different take, even if you didn't like the Suicide Squad Joker.
Okay.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was fine. I didn't like the tattoos, but the character itself was, that creepy uneasiness that you get from a good Joker story. Like when he's being fucked up, which is why we like Joker, because he's so fucked up. I think. Well, that's what the fuck I like it. I'm not gonna put words in nobody else's mouth, but that is the character, right? It's just kind of, look at the crazy shit this person does. I like to ramble, in case you can't tell. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit, man. I don't know about the trailer because I can't even think about it, but that poster everybody hates, talking about Photoshop sharks and clone sharks, it's like, motherfuckers, you ain't even look at the poster. None of those sharks are the same shark. And I like the poster. That shit look fly. Fucking Aquaman looking all badass with a shitload of fucking sharks and shit behind him. Come on, it's fucking Aquaman. Like, what do you expect? You want him to go to space? He gotta be in the ocean. He gotta fight fish or talk to fish or some shit. Can't just, like, Aquaman on solid ground. What's he gonna do?
Aquaman, help!
Hey, let her go.
Or what?
Or, I don't know, man, but you're lucky you're not doing that over here in the ocean.
Gotta be in the ocean. Or a cruise ship, or goddamn, like some naval war games that this motherfucker, some lost nuclear sub nigga got a fucking fish out of the bottom of the ocean, and then there's all, other governments trying to get at it. He's like, no, nigga, this is fucking, well, now I'm making up my own story, but yeah, that's not the movie. Okay. Ooh, right off the bat, eh? Hey, give him that though. The CG looking way better in Aquaman, my brother. They did rip this off 125% though. Damn. Yeah, but you see, they took all the cues. It's like every shot, here's T'Challa, here's Aquaman. We're going into Wakanda, going underwater into Atlantis.
But is that just coincidence?
No, that cannot be coincidence. That cannot be coincidence. But then again, wait a minute. Is this the right dates? So then they're saying that Black Panther cribbed Aquaman. No, because January comes before December, and the years are the same. Right, so Aquaman ripped off Black Panther. Yeah, 120%. But you look at these two trailers, that specific scene where we see the waterfall in Black Panther and we see underwater in the Aquaman trailer, I'm gonna give that shit to Aquaman. Yeah. You're on the negative already because you ripped off the whole trailer. But that CG looking righteous. That Black Panther CG on the waterfall when the motherfuckers is fighting, don't come at me with that bullshit. That shit look like trash. So I'll give that sequence to Aquaman blindly. That's about all I'll give it, because them motherfuckers ripped off that goddamn trailer, man. Whew. That's fucked up. I'm still gonna go see it, and I'm sure I'll love it. I'm sure it won't make any goddamn money, and the universe been dead, and it's gonna be dead, because motherfuckers just don't like it. But I'm looking forward to it. Whatever. I like Green Lantern, man. People hated Green Lantern. Sinestro was off the fucking hook. Off the hook. Best thing about the movie. Everybody says the CG was trash. Well, maybe looking back now on it, at the time, that shit was not trash. People weren't complaining about the CG being trash at the time. People were complaining that there was so much CG. Nobody complains about the Lord of the goddamn Rings having a shitload of CG. Whatever. I'm not going to compare them to, because it's not the same movie. It's not really comparable. Regardless. On that point, though, come on. Ryan Reynolds not... Yeah, I'll give you that. Ryan Reynolds is sure as hell not no fucking Hal Jordan. Would have been a smooth Kyle Rayner, I think. That his hair black and shit. Make him an artist. You're there. Hector Hammond was good. The actor was good. The character was fly. Parallax wasn't good. But it was cool how that ending sequence was fire. Threw that nigga into the motherfucking sun. That shit was good. People forget about that shit. Yeah, the race car sequence, blah, 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 blah. That's what Green Lantern does, man. He creates constructs and he tries to figure shit out. Don't tell me Green Lantern ain't gonna make no motherfucking race car and a little track and some shit. He's done way more retarded shit in the comics. Don't give me that. Only thing that was missing, a big ass green boxing glove. And you know what I just remembered? I got my stepdaughter in the car, and the car is on, and I was supposed to leave like 15 minutes ago. Ooh, balls. Is she still out there?
Yeah.
She doesn't look, she's not looking up too much, right?
Nope, she just looked up for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that means I got like 10, 15 more minutes. That's good.
I don't know if it's the first time, but she just looked up.
All right, does she look like she's upset?
No, she was looking down at her phone the whole time.
That's good. See, that's what's good about the youth, man. If it was me in the car for the last 15, 20 minutes, I would already come in here like, what the fuck? Hey, have you been reading this shit?
What's the most expensive card?
Don't tell Glenn, but I already read this one. But that shit fire, man. See what the fuck that nigga did to motherfucking... Oh shit, I did it. So what he did to Joker?
Correct. Who did what?
Rorschach, man. He did some shit to Joker. Like, that happens.
Correct, but I still think that's gonna hold.
That happens, man. Actually, I think all the covers happen.
It's going to be a huge modern...
Yeah, that also happens. Goddamn.
It's already been...
Yeah, as you well know, covers are liars. I'm fine with Watchmen as it is. Like, I'll read Doomsday Clock, that's good. I bought like the director's cut of Watchmen. Another movie that people aren't very happy about, and I thought it was fucking great. Yeah, but the director's edition, but I haven't been able to sit. It's long. It's one of those long ass movies. Cut it down, 10, 15 minutes, man. People like me, I'm getting old, I'm diabetic. I fall asleep, man. I'd rather watch the Dark Tower situation that was planned before, you know, 3 movies, 3 fucking seasons. Like, that would have been fly. Don't get me started on the Dark Tower. I also like that movie. The movie almost has nothing to do with the books. But, right? It's all about alternate dimensions, levels of the tower, blah, 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 linchpin of multiple realities. The movie is not supposed to be the book, right? If you read the book, you know the situation. The movie is made by the Tet Corporation, which is in book a corporation made by the gunslingers. You dig? This movie is supposed to be an in-universe movie about what the Tet Corporation understands about the gunslingers and the situation. So if you look at it as this is a movie that came out on Prime Earth, as it's called in the books, then yeah, I mean at the beginning of the movie it says the Tet Corporation presents. That's not a real thing. It's only in universe that the Tet Corporation exists. Therefore, the movie is supposed to be in universe. That's why Roland is black. That's why there's no Eddie, there's no Susanna, there's no Oi. All you got is Jake and Roland. Because as far as the Tet Corporation knows, these are the two, the two main figures. They're not, but that's what they believe. You take it as that, as a in-universe movie about what the corporation knows about the situation, which is not, they don't know much other than there's portals, weird ancient technology, the Man in Black, aka Walter, flag, fuck all that shit. That's all they know. So that's what they get right. And that's what the movie gets right. Everything else is just a guesswork. Oh, Roland lost his dad in a battle. Roland is immune to the black man's bullshit. That's not from the book. That's what someone that doesn't know nothing would assume and put down. Now y'all tell me I'm wrong, motherfuckers. Go ahead, come at me, bitches. Okay. I know I'm right, because I've read these motherfucking books way too many times to count. And all my shit is on point. Come at me. Tell me that it's not in universe. Give me your proof. I'll probably ignore it, because I don't give a fuck. But you're welcome. Come through. Y'all, you do your internet detective work, you can find me. It's all good. I dare y'all, motherfuckers.
Oh, you did. So, I did tell him that because I knew it was going up.
Yeah.
That's the one that's all critically acclaimed and shit, right? Fraction, yeah, my Fraction.
So ring me up.
Is this the first or the second series, though?
I have. You sure you don't need me to charge you more?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Is
that a deal?
I have.
It will be when I come back. Damn it,
$12.50.
can't have it there.
Okay.
And I have.
People don't like Oregon. They'll never pick it up.
Box.
Okay.
Yeah, hey,
And then.
don't record that, man.
Oh yeah.
You're giving away my motherfucking tricks. Come on, man.
All right.
That's why I always look behind, because I'm like, motherfuckers
So it's 580
have
for
caught on to my shit before. My job is shut down because of the gas explosions, man. I haven't worked for like 3 weeks. I mean, I do my work, but I haven't been doing my legit work. I've been doing the construction thing. Which is not a euphemism for stealing. It's actual construction work and shit. I do hardwood floors.
I think there's, like I said, I think there was someone there. I think there was someone
who's
who's watched that last episode and actually thought you were like a convict or something.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. The guy was all like, "Oh yeah, he reminds me of all the Dominicans in jail." It's like, oh, I paid for this already, right? I can just go.
Got a receipt?
Printing right there. Wait a minute, did I pay for that?
Yeah, I just need your autograph.
Fuck, man. Don't do drugs. Fuck. All right, whose card was it? I remember. Can't do shit like that and not remember what card.
Yeah, that's right. You work at a restaurant, right? So it's someone's card you got from the restaurant. Is that what it was?
No, no, I don't get it from the restaurant.
Yeah.
I get it from the guy that works in the restaurant.
Right.
Hands it on the DL. I give him a sack.
Yeah.
It works. Fellas,
We'll see you later, Diego.
easy.
Pleasure as always.
Hasta luego, señores.
This one.
One here? Yeah. $12. How's that?
All right, thanks.
Yep.
So long, suckers. It's mine now.
I agree. Nightmare on Elm Street 1 was a scary movie. Halloween 1 was a scary movie. And it was just, again, it was all with Halloween. It was all the suspense. I mean, did you see one person get killed? Maybe with Friday the 13th. It was one of those ones that's in your dreams. You can't control that. Wrong. That was a scary movie. And I was actually a teenager. I was early teens watching that, but it was still like, wow, this movie is creepy.
Like when she falls asleep at school and she's dreaming she's in the body bag being dragged to the corridor. That was freaky.
2 was still a little creepy, but 3 is when it became a comedy. But you know something? I love 3. The only one I really liked after that was when they actually played themselves. The original girl was like, I'm having these nightmares of Freddy. It's like, look, what are you, nuts? But Freddy comes, I did enjoy that one. I don't need a remake. It is what it is. You know, it's. But I liked it. I liked Halloween 2. I enjoyed Halloween 2.
Not as suspenseful as the first one.
Yeah.
Because you know all about him now. You know he can't be killed. And
number 3 was the worst.
That was the masks.
Yeah, the masks clinging to your face and whatnot. I mean, I get if that's what if they came out and said, hey, this is gonna be an anthology. It isn't all about Michael Myers. But if that was the case, they want to take the franchise and make it into an anthology series. Number 2 shouldn't have been about Mike Myers either. It should have been something different. So you got the gist of, okay, and maybe you come back on number 3 or 4 and do another Mike Myers story, and but everyone was expecting Mike Myers.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And you saw it wasn't, and the story just wasn't that good anyways. I don't think it mattered what it was. It could have been. It didn't have. It could have just been the flaming mask or whatever, and it was still, the movie was still gonna suck. Yeah, the stuff came out of their eyes. I think it was snakes or worms or something came out. Yeah, whatever it was. It's actually bothering me talking about it right now, and not bothering me because it was gross. Bothering me because it's why are we wasting our time even talking about that trash. It's that was garbage. Back in the day, I enjoyed that the original It TV series. But again, what we're used to now, to what was going on back then, are two different things too. It's back then that was scary and like cutting edge for television. Now that's G. That's G rated for the stuff they put on TV now.
I love the original Creepshow.
I do too.
I love it.
But I can't go back. I can't watch it now though.
I think I can watch it now, but not. Only once.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it like I did before. I can still watch Halloween 1 and enjoy it. I'll still watch some of the Friday the 13th and enjoy them because you know what schlock you were getting with it anyways. John Carpenter's The Thing. I can watch it every time that's on TV. I'll never watch the whole thing, but I'll always watch Student Bodies though.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, that thing was great.
What was his name? The Breather or something like that?
It could have been The Breather, but yeah. That's all you'd hear is it was him breathing. I mean, I like a lot of the sci-fi,
Tremors.
The stupid sci-fi movies. I enjoyed the first Tremors. I like Tremors. I never saw Tremors '97, but what did they do? Like 6 of them, 6 or 7 Tremors movies. I remember the first 2. Then after that, I'd had enough of Tremors.
Fuck you!